Congratulations. How pleased are you with that first win here at Chelsea?
No, really pleased for the player and all the people. I think fully deserved the victory, very solid performance. No, yes, I am happy because always the first victory is important to build, to provide the team the confidence and the trust in the way that we are doing the things.
Yeah, does it feel like a bit of relief off your shoulders to be so dominant, 3 great goals, a clean sheet as well? How much did you need that, do you think, as a club, a fan base?
I think we need to feel that. I think it's important because feeling that, I think we can build something important. I think the trust and the confidence that is going to provide this victory is about to use for the future and for the next few games and until the international break. I think it's important now. But yes, I saw that in the last 9 or 10 games Chelsea didn't win, and that is why it was important today to win, even if we deserve and we were solid. But until to the end, always, it's about to be focused and then not concede a goal. Always is important to the clean sheet. I think it's important too.
Yeah, for a while at 1-0, it was a bit closer. Luton had a couple of chances. So how pleased were you that your team found that confidence to go and get the second and the third goal?
I think today they didn't create the chances that we saw against Brighton. I think when we saw Brighton play on the pre-season, they are capable to create many chances. They use really well the 2 striker and the crosses. They are very dangerous. But I think we control really well the situations. We didn't concede too many shots on target. We didn't concede too many chances. I am so pleased because only we can grow with this type of result, being positive. I think the team played really well against Liverpool and West Ham, but we didn't get what we deserve. But I think today the performance was solid. Only is the beginning, and we need to keep working. We need to work a lot to develop the way that we want to play, the philosophy. But I think the player, the commitment of the player and everything, I think is fantastic. We need to keep pushing and keep going.
Many great individual performances, but Raheem Sterling, how do you describe his contribution tonight?
No, amazing. Today was, but I think it's in the way that he is from the beginning, that we arrived in pre-season and now in the 3 games that we play in Premier League. I think it's important contribution. He's a fantastic player. I think he needs to feel the confidence and be freedom on the pitch because he's capable to play on the side, play inside, in the pocket, in between the line. I think have the capacity to receive this type of ball, and then he's so fast and the quality when he finish. I think we are really happy and very pleased for him, and he need to keep going and need to contribute with goal and assist to help the team to win.
And Nicholas Jackson, must mention him. How important was it that he got that goal tonight, got off the mark?
But it's really, really important because he's a young player and of course came from different league, and to adapt to the Premier League always is difficult, but the quality is there. We don't need to ask him to run, to press, to help the team in the face that when we don't have the ball because it's his quality, and then the quality is amazing in his feet and the capacity to run with the ball, to link with the team and score goals. He's going to score. It's only a matter of time. No doubt he can be one of the greatest strikers in the Premier League with time.
Okay, well, congratulations. Thanks for your time tonight.
No, thank you to you.
Thank you.
For Chelsea, as Jimmy was saying earlier, it wasn't the perfect performance, but in terms of the scoreline, in terms of the players on the score sheet, it couldn't have gone much better. Gary, what were your thoughts on the game?
That Raheem Sterling's in fantastic form. We've seen that obviously in the first 2 games, getting better and better. Tonight he gets the goals to go with it. And it was really important because obviously I think him and Jackson were the real threats on the pitch. They were always better than Luton. You always felt like they had more, which is obvious. The sort of vast difference in budgets with the squad, obviously where each club has been. But it's an important victory for Chelsea tonight. They had to win. They couldn't leave here tonight, Stamford Bridge, this home game against Luton Town without the 3 points, and they've got them. But I think the big thing from the night was Raheem Sterling, his performance.
We'll talk about Raheem Sterling, and we'll hopefully talk to Raheem Sterling in the next few minutes. As far as Nicholas Jackson is concerned, I mean, you know how important it is for a striker to get up and running, particularly in front of the home fans.
Yeah, look, he works so hard for the whole team. His stats are absolutely magnificent. Most sprints, most runs, but you want them to end up into the box and make damage or give centre half problems in the box. And luckily he did that at the third goal. He was there at the right place and he pushed it away. And hopefully now he can grow from that and get more goals.
Is there a similarity with how sort of Nunez was at Liverpool last season? A lot of running, handful, sort of a lot of runs out into the channels, harassing people, but then just a little bit scruffy in that final part of the game.
Yeah, and you know, you want your striker to work hard.
Yeah.
You want your striker to work for the team, but you also want your striker to be there to get chances and to put them away. And that is more important at the end. And thank God he did that today.
Raheem Sterling is waiting to come in to talk to us. Scorer of Chelsea's first 2 goals. Raheem, thanks so much. If you want to come and stand in here,
He's
and
all
then
right with me, you know.
I know, but we thought we'd keep you away from him by request. So Raheem, fantastic performance from Chelsea. Great to get the result. How pleased were you with your own performance?
Yeah, I was happy. Obviously, I think started half decent against Liverpool. Then with the loss last week, we needed to get a win here. I'm just happy to contribute with that.
Raheem, when you were playing at Manchester City, you used to make a lot of runs like the second goal into the 6-yard box. You've been playing a little bit in the pocket against Liverpool. What's the sort of direction of how you've been instructed to play? Are you told to get into the pocket, or are you actually given freedom to go wide as you were a few years ago when you were getting all those goals?
Yeah, it was, I say, a bit of frustration from last season for myself personally, but I felt like I was always coming with my back to goal. A bit deep, and I wasn't giving myself enough chance to get towards the box. And I had a conversation with the gaffer earlier last week, and we've gone through the row, and I know exactly what he needs from me, and it's as simple as that. I need to get on the back foot and do what I do and drive at players and get on it, and that's when I'm most effective.
Mindset-wise, has that changed for you a little bit after a difficult start here at Chelsea?
Yeah, mindset-wise, as I said, I came in a difficult period. Excuses, that's all finished. And I think the most important thing, I've had a look at myself, and I'm a person that always tries to analyse what I've been doing, what I've done wrong, what I can change. And it's just as simple as that. I want to get back to being obsessed with football. And it's as simple as that. Just football 24/7 and nothing else, and focus on top performance and goals and assists.
Raheem, I was commentating last week at West Ham. I thought you were the best player on the pitch then. Mentioned that before the game. Commentating again tonight, and you scored that brilliant first goal. Can you talk us through what was going through your mind as you were running with the ball?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, as I said, I was in the pocket a bit too much in the first opening minutes, and I thought to myself, I need to get wider. I need to actually run at someone. I don't feel like I've been threatening, so I just pulled out wide and told Malo to go inside, and I got at him and tried to get myself in the box, and I managed to get the shot off.
At what stage you're actually thinking, I've got a chance of scoring a goal here?
Is when I come inside here. When I come inside here, and then I was thinking to go on the right side, and then tried to shift back on the left, and then it opened up for me.
That conversation you had with Maurizio Pochettino about sort of going wider and maybe sort of playing a little bit differently, was that something where you actually went to him and instigated it?
Yeah, as I said in the first game against Liverpool, I felt I was inside the pocket a bit too much, and that was my feeling all last season. Was I was too deep, and I'm playing the ball to the fullbacks. And we had a simple conversation, and he said, Raheem, it doesn't matter where you play. If you apply it, and you're dynamic, you're aggressive, no one can stop you. And it doesn't matter if you're left, right, centre, in the middle. Just be aggressive with the ball when you get in the pocket, outside, wide. And I've got that desire and hunger to do that.
Raheem, we're going to take a look at the second goal as well, but just first, the timing of it. It felt like there was a sort of real release and relief from the players and from the supporters. Did you feel like you needed that at that stage?
Yeah, I think we definitely needed it. As I said, we keep playing well, but not quite getting over the line. And today we just needed to get the job done, no matter how we done it, and we managed to do it in the end.
You were saying there to the guys that you know what you want to improve on this season. You said in the media day that you were going to be Chelsea's top scorer this season. It certainly started well for you.
Yeah, as I said, it's a target I had to set myself. It's something I know I can do. It's just, I said it. If I'm 100% at something, I know what I can do, and that's what I'm doing this year. It's just 100% focus on scoring goals and helping my team.
Raheem, you said you wanted to get back to being obsessed about football. What made you say that in terms of relevance to what's happened before?
Yeah, I said a lot's happened in your career. You got a new challenge. Coming to a challenge, it's difficult, and then your head could be a little bit blurry, and sometimes you need that clear vision to see exactly what you want. And my love for football is too much to kind of, at this age, 28, kind of fizzle out. I want to make sure I'm, maintaining that standards I've set myself over the last couple of years and keep going.
Reem, when you mentioned that you want to be the top scorer, is that just your mentality, or is it the other players? Do they all want you to be the top goal scorer as well? Because Ben Chilwell seemed like he wanted to make sure that you scored.
To be fair, the game against Liverpool...
Well, I mean, is there a few quid? Explain it to me, because I've never seen nothing like this before in my life.
Is he your best mate?
No, to be fair, we actually are really close. And it was the game against Liverpool, like every time he got the ball on the flank, and he had the space in front of him, I just kept shouting to whip it across, and I think he was probably trying to get me one, but
I mean, what's going on there?
He should have shot there.
Has this been mentioned at the end of the game?
Yeah, he spoke to me and I said, you should have shot. It's not my voice, you should have shot there.
I've been there though, a scared fullback.
Look, as you say, it was a really good all-round performance, but Raheem, you are the player of the match. Congratulations. Thanks very much for coming out to talk to us.
Very much.
Thanks, Raheem.
Well done. Cheers. Thank you.
Look, Gary, you know him well, and you've worked with him in the England setup. Yep. In terms of everything going right for him, it seemed quite clear that was the case from the opening day of the season.
Yeah, but I think that it's interesting that he's admitted the change. You said before the game about playing in the pockets against Liverpool, which did cause a problem. You mentioned it with Reece James on that right-hand side. But absolutely, there is no doubt Raheem Sterling is better either when he's wide and he's driving at people 1v1, or when he's arriving at the back post and he's actually sort of getting in where it hurts. That's where Pep Guardiola really changed his game and made him from someone who had potential, who was a sort of rough diamond, into someone who was almost like a 20-goal-a-season man who made lots of assists and who was a real threat. And just in that Liverpool game, he obviously sort of played well, his game was well. But you're not there to play you're not there to play a game. You're there to win a game. And I think what the difference is tonight for me is he's got into positions to win a game for his team. And I think that's a big difference. It's interesting that he's gone and had that chat with the manager, because it was clear to see that something's changed in the last week or so. I never felt Raheem was best in the pockets with his back to goal. He's not a Phil Foden. He's not a sort of player of that type. Maybe Enzo Fernandez can do that. He's a player who plays on the last line.
Do you think it's helped him that over last season, not helped him last season, but compared to last season when there was changes of manager, more than one change of manager, there was the ownership issue that was still to be settled, that this season he starts off, that's settled at boardroom level, and they know that it's Mauricio Pochettino going forward, that there's a bigger plan at play, if you like?
Yeah, it doesn't help no player, really, when it is like that. What helps him, he has got a pre-season with a new manager. He knows what direction the manager wants to go and what is expected of him. I think for Raheem, you need to simplify things, and he needs to play with that aggressivity where he's running at people and when he can just be direct, and that's what he did today. Be direct and really don't think about things too much. When you come too much in pockets, you have to do a lot of other things, and I think that is not really his game. Yeah, here and there he can do that, but it shouldn't be all the time. As what Gary says, he needs to be on that wing and going and running at people. Now that's what he did in his first goal today, and he did that brilliantly.
I think Raheem Sterling, he's nowhere near the end of his career, but I think when we do look back at his career, even now, and there's still years to go, he is one of the great English players of his generation. He really is. You think of the clubs that he's played for, massive clubs, Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, and also the fact what he's done for England, the amount of caps he's got and goals he's got, being England's best player in a tournament as well. And you think of this sort of great England team who've achieved quite a lot in these last few years. He's certainly right at the forefront of that, and he'll be desperate to get back into that squad at the end of the season. If he keeps playing like that, he will be. But Raheem Sterling is an absolutely brilliant, and he's been a great player in this Premier League, but one of the best English players, as I said, of his generation.
It sounds to me like in the last sort of 12 months he's had that moment where he's thought that basically he's played football now for 11, 12 years at the very top, from his being very young. And he's probably had that little dip where he's thought, have I reached my peak? And playing under Pep Guardiola, under those demands every single day, then coming here and playing in a team that, to be fair, last season, let's be clear, threw the towel in. And he's probably thought, what is this? I've got a long way to go yet. Is this what I want? And he's probably had to sort of challenge himself, look in the mirror, as he said, and reset, because Chelsea have invested a lot of money in this squad. He's a leader, by the way, in this squad. So you look around that Chelsea team and you think to yourself, obviously Thiago Silva, but there are a lot of young players in that squad. He can't be one that steps off the gas. He's got to be the one that really sort of shows them now. He's got all the experience. He's won titles. He's won all the played all the major tournaments. And it sounds to me like he's had a little moment to himself in the summer to say, look, I've got to be a sort of, if you like, a force in that dressing room, because he's come back to start this season a different player. And the fact that he's been willing to go and see a manager about his position tells you that he's actually got into a point of actual experience and maturity that maybe in the past he wouldn't have had.
Your goals, actually, Raheem. Just, I don't know if you should be able to see them pitch side, but just talk us through them if you can. Well, this is the assist, actually, for Nick. Oh, this is your first.
Yeah, as I said, I don't feel like I was. I had enough 1v1s in the first half, so that first one I felt I just had to get at him and get into the box, and it opened up, and I kind of shifted on my left there. Him and get into the box, and it opened up, and I kind of shifted on my left there, and I was going to go towards the byline there, but he made the perfect angle for me to go inside and slot in the far corner.
That's a sign.